G'day everyone, Bin Chicken Bricks here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some rare LEGO sets and an even rarer bird known as the Kakapo. So, the Bricklink Designer Program was set up to give some rejected LEGO ideas sets a second chance, and we've been told that we're getting some extra pre-orders on the ones that sold out. So they were limited to 5,000, but now they're being extended to 10,000 sets. So the sets that we're going to be able to get are the Kakapo, the Pursuit of Flight, and the Great Fishing Boat, and the Sheriff's Safe. So these sets are going to be available, as it says here, August 3rd, 12 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Central European time. So for Australia, that works out to be 5 a.m. the following day, so that would be Wednesday the 4th, for Eastern Standard Time, so in Sydney. So I'll be getting up at 5 a.m. To buy myself a Kakapo, and for you guys living in Central European Time, make sure you're there at 9 p.m. on the 3rd of August, and for America, that's 12 p.m. on the 3rd of August. So now I want to talk a little bit about the Kakapo, and this here is Sirocco. And Sirocco is probably the most famous Kakapo in the world. He's kind of like their spokesperson. While he's on screen, I'll just shout out some quick Kakapo quickfire facts. So these guys, they're the world's heaviest parrot. They're one of only 2 flightless parrots in the world. They're one of only 2 nocturnal parrots in the world. The other flightless nocturnal parrot is the elusive night parrot from Australia. They've been known to smell like a musty violin case, which is bizarre among anything else. And they can live up to 120 years. So Sirocco, he was born in 1997. He's about 24 years old. He's still got quite a long way. He didn't live up to 120. And you can see here,
for us to be able to take a Kakapo.
Sirocco, he does a lot of stuff in the public. So the Kakapo, they're only found on 3 islands off the coast of New Zealand at the moment, and there's none in captivity. But Sirocco, he's come to the mainland to see people once before, as you can see here, and it's been said he's brought people to tears to see a real Kakapo, just because they're such a rare sight. And Sirocco, he's so famous, he's got his own Wikipedia page. As you can see, hatched 23rd of March 1997. And he's probably best known for this clip.
A typical male, Sirocco is clearly only interested in one thing.
Hello. Oh, look at that.
Ow. God, he's got sharp claws.
He's getting a bit frisky.
Ow. Ow.
Do you think it is he's actually attempting a sort of mating ritual? He is. Oh, must. You are being shagged.
Or not. Ow. God, it's sharp.
Look, he's so happy.
Sorry, but this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You are being shagged by a rare parrot. He thinks you are. Ow. And he's really going for it. Wow, you've chosen him? Is it actually, you were in pain, aren't you?
That's all right.
So yeah, so that's Sirocco. But what amazes me most about him is that he's just a wild bird. So here they explain that Sirocco's, well,
probably the most famous kakapo. He's the spokesbird for the Department of Conservation. But for about the past year, he's been lost out here on this island.
so he's just a wild bird, and when they need him, they just go, like, spend a few days trying to find him in the wild. Like, I think that's incredible, and it's just so wholesome. So that's Sirocco. We love Sirocco. And now the Department of Conservation in New Zealand, firstly, amazing that they have a Department of Conservation, but they say that there are only 202 kakapo left alive today, and the IUCN Red List has the kakapo listed as critically endangered, and 202 is a tiny, tiny, tiny number. I also wanted to point out that the IUCN Red List has the humble old bin chicken listed as least concern. And they didn't even give the bin chickens a picture, but this website's mostly for endangered animals, so I can understand that. So the kakapo, they're only found on 3 islands off the coast of New Zealand, and we'll just zoom in. We'll zoom into New Zealand to get a closer look. But they actually used to be found all across the mainland, with some 1800s, some European explorers in the 1800s even said that they were so common you could just shake any random tree and they'd fall out like apples. But now they're only restricted to 3 islands off the coast, and this one here is Codfish Island.
If you say you're a codfish.
I'm a codfish.
Louder!
I'm a codfish!
And that houses about half of the world's population, so about 100 living on Codfish Island at the moment. So you're probably wondering, well, why have they gone? Why are they going extinct? And there was a time in the 1970s where they even thought they were extinct, and until some were found up high in the mountains, but because they hadn't been seen for years. It was crazy. But what's happened is the stoats have been introduced into New Zealand, and a stoat is sort of like a ferret, like a weasel type animal. This is he seems quite cute, but between stoats and also feral cats, since they were introduced in the last 200 years, that's what's caused that and also habitat loss, of course, is causing the poor little kakapo to go extinct. And what I think is also like awesome about the kakapo, and crazy, is, well, because there's only 202 kakapo left, they all have names. So you can see here, this Wikipedia page, list of kakapo, it's got all of their names. And you can come here and have a look if you share a name with a kakapo. There's one called Galaxy. That's crazy. Jean, Madison, Pura, Queenie, Solstice, Stella, Tohu, similar to Tahu, like Bionicle. And yeah, 111 males. There's one called Attenborough, Henry, Gulliver, Joe. I just think that is so cool. And you can see Sirocco is there, hatched in 1997. To end this on some good news, you can see from the graph here that the kakapo population is increasing. So whatever they're doing over there with their conservation project, it seems to be working. And that's awesome. That fills me with hope and makes me really happy. And I just wanted to say, I think this LEGO project is really important. It's great to see an animal that needs to be in the spotlight more, one that's a big part of conservation work, to be given this platform of LEGO. So many more people are going to know what a kakapo is and learn about their story and about animals that need saving, stopped before they go extinct. So yeah, kudos to the designer who put it on LEGO Ideas in the first place. I think it's probably my favorite LEGO Ideas project that I've seen, and I really enjoy things like the treehouse and stuff, but yeah, I think it's just awesome, and I hope you guys are able to get your hands on one of the LEGO-Kakapo. Only 10,000 are going to be produced, but still, that's a whole lot more than how many Kakapos are in real life. There's only 202 in existence, and you can't see them in a zoo. They're only on these islands off the coast. So best of luck to the Kakapo, and thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.
You are being shagged.
Or not. Ow! God, it's sharp.
Look, he's so happy.